Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Distinguished judges, fellow presenters, and esteemed participants of the second International Annual Conference on Economic Management, Business, and Accounting, we are truly honored to be given the opportunity to present our research entitled Analyzing Green Transport for Green City Development, Jakarta's MRT Case. Allow us to introduce our team. My name is Sandy, and I'm here with my fellow researchers, Juventia, Hanifa, and Abid. In this presentation, we will share insights from our study that investigate how Jakarta's MRT, one of Indonesia's most ambitious public transport initiative, contribute to the broader agenda of sustainable urban development and the realization of a green city concept. We hope this research not only enriches academic discourse, but also inspire further innovation in green infrastructure and environmentally responsible policymaking in urban contexts. Introduction. Urban environmental degradation, marked by air pollution, traffic congestion, and climate change, is increasingly evident in major Indonesian cities, particularly Jakarta. These challenges are driven by rapid economic and spatial development, which in turn increase the demand for transportation. As transportation needs arise from derivative economic and social activities, the dominance of motorized vehicles has led to excessive energy use and environmental harm. To address this, a transition towards sustainable transportation, especially green transportation system that prioritize low emission and mass public transit, is essential. The development of road infrastructure alone has not alleviated congestion, as construction amidst ongoing traffic often worsen delays. Without a substantial modal shift, reliance on private vehicle will intensify these urban issues. The Jakarta Mass Rapid Transit (MRT) serves as a major policy initiative towards achieving green urban mobility. As one of Southeast Asia's largest MRT projects, it plays a pivotal role in reducing emissions, enhancing transport efficiency, and demonstrating governmental commitment to sustainable urban development. Despite its positive environmental and operational outcomes, averaging 54,700 to daily users, the MRT project has encountered implementation barriers. As noted in previous studies examining policy transfer and stakeholder engagement, this research aims to contribute to the discourse by analyzing how Jakarta's MRT system supports the realization of a green city, particularly through its role in mitigating pollution and improving urban transport dynamics.
Research method in this study uses a quantitative correlation research approach that aims to analyze the relationship between the number of MRT users and air quality in Jakarta as part of efforts to develop a green city. The method used involves statistical correlation analysis to determine the strength and direction of the relationship between two variables in a population group. The data in use in this analysis is secondary data obtained from the official Jakarta MRT website and the Indonesian Air Quality Index platform. Using this method, this study aims to identify, measure, and interpret the interaction between public transportation users and environmental quality, providing relevant theoretical and practical insight for sustainable urban planning.
Result and discussion MRT development in Jakarta. PT Amarathi Jakarta, established in 2008 and primarily owned by the Jakarta provincial government, is responsible for developing operating and maintaining the city's MRT system, as well as managing commercial activities around its infrastructure. Although planning for the MRT began in the 1985, it was officially recognized as a national project in 2005, leading to collaboration with the central government and funding support from Japan through GBIC, later GICA. Despite initial delays, construction of phase 1 started in 2013 and was complete in 2018, covering a 16-kilometer route with 13 stations. Operations began in 2019, marking a significant step toward a sustainable, transit-oriented Jakarta. The project involves coordinated efforts among government bodies and emphasizes public transportation to reduce private vehicle use. To increase ridership, PT MRT Jakarta partners with various sectors and feeder transport services, which now contribute around 19% of total MRT users. And number 2 is green transportation concept in realizing green city and implementation in Jakarta. Jakarta as Indonesia's capital face serious traffic and environmental issues due to high private vehicle use. To tackle this, the government is promoting green transportation through the electric power MRT system, which can cut fossil fuel use by up to 35% annually and reduce air pollution, inspired by countries like China and Singapore. The MRT serves as an efficient alternative to private vehicles, easing congestion and lessening the need for more road infrastructure. With its high passenger capacity, the MRT plays a vital role in Jakarta's transformation into a green city by lowering emissions, enhancing accessibility, and improving transport efficiency.
The next result and discussion is analyzing the correlation between MRT ridership and air quality in Jakarta. The Pearson correlation coefficient between the number of MRT users and air quality is 0.399070. This value is well below the threshold of 0.85, indicating that there is no multicollinearity between the two variables. Additionally, this value suggests a positive correlation between the number of MRT users and air quality in Jakarta. Next. MRT role in realizing a green city in special capital region of Jakarta. The MRT significantly reduced air pollution in Jakarta by using electricity, a cleaner alternative to fossil fuels, which lowers emission and improves air quality. Its efficiency and affordability encourage a shift from private vehicles to public transport, easing traffic and reducing road pressure. Despite its benefits, changing public behavior takes time and requires better station accessibility, integration with other transport modes, and consistent service. Continuous evaluation is needed to assess its full impact on travel habits.
The conclusion in this study is this infrastructure project, the MRT in Jakarta, has significantly improved transportation accessibility and helped reduce traffic congestion in the city. In 2022, the Jakarta MRT recorded an average of 1,641,090 passengers per month, equivalent to approximately 54,702 daily users. reflecting strong public interest in mass transportation as an alternative to private vehicles. As an environmentally friendly mode of transportation, the MRT is expected to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, improve energy efficiency, and promote the adoption of sustainable urban mobility. However, ongoing evaluation and strategic efforts are needed to strengthen this impact in changing travel behavior and minimize the use of private vehicles.
To conclude, our study highlights that the development of Jakarta's MRT is more than just an advancement in transportation. It is a strategic step toward reducing urban congestion, lowering emissions, and improving the overall quality of life. Green transport such as MRT serve as a catalyst for achieving a more sustainable and livable city. Now, we thank you for your time and attention. We are grateful to be part of this prestigious forum, and we extend our appreciation to the Inasemba Organizing Committee for this opportunity. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.